Well, this will be my first of two videos regarding Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Season 3. Yes, I know technically parts 1 and parts 2 are Season 1, split into two parts, but screw it, let's just call them Seasons 1, 2, 3. So, Season 3 of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina sees her dealing with bringing Nick back from hell and trying to transfer Lucifer to a different vessel of imprisonment. And now she's also dealing with being a queen of hell slash being challenged by another person of hell for the throne of hell. There are some pagan gods, or at least pagan worshippers, who have no destabilization of hell and so have come to Greendale to try to resurrect their ultimate of old god, the Green Man, which made me think of Cthulhu at first, but now I'm thinking of Charlie from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Those of you who watch that show know what I'm talking about. And honestly, I'm only scratching the surface of all the crazy crap going on, but that's the general gist of it. Sorry if it's confusing. So, one thing I should probably address first, doesn't actually have anything to do with this season, was that prior to the season's release, there was that music video released by Netflix. It was more Riverdale than Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Let's just leave it at that. So I was a tad worried at first. And I will admit that there is a tiny, tiny touch of Riverdale stuff in this season. And by Riverdale touch, I mean we've got a sort of character cameo. They sort of go to Riverdale. And now Sabrina's also a cheerleader. We don't get to see much of that, but that's also a thing now. But honestly, with a show like Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, I am much more willing to let some of the more crazy stuff, a little more silly stuff fly a little bit because it's more actually embracing the fantasy stuff a little bit. That's a topic for another video. So, I actually found this season really intriguing. Why? World building. I mean, we see a good chunk of hell, and it actually looks pretty good. Some nice designs. I actually got a little bit of a Hellraiser vibe in like 3 separate instances, but that's just really cool. And we do see a little bit more of actor Luke Cook as Lucifer slash Satan in this season, and we didn't really get to see much of him in season 2 since he showed up right at the end, basically. But he's actually really good as Lucifer. I'd say he's my second favorite on-screen performance of Lucifer, right after Mark Pellegrin, right after Lucifer from Supernatural show. I can't remember how to pronounce his last name. But there's also some good world building with terms like how they present the pagan gods. And there's a little thing that gets brought up every now and then called the Eldritch Terrors, which really does make me think of Cthulhu. And not there isn't a whole lot that's explored with that because it's obviously set up more for like a season 4 storyline. And thank God that's actually confirmed and was filmed back to back with this stuff. So we should see that sooner rather than later. So there's a lot of interesting world building that, honestly, I really freaking loved. I mean, that's what makes this season arguably the most interesting for me. And the season finale, don't worry, I am not going to spoil anything. So don't worry about that. Having said that, the season 3 finale, I did not expect that to go the way it planned out. I mean, wow, that's going to have some huge consequences for season 4. And that's actually another interesting thing that I found in this season. Because a lot of the stuff that happens in this season is more or less a result of dethroning Lucifer in season 2, which was, of course, an act led by Sabrina. And the show pretty much explicitly says that yes, all of this is your fault, Sabrina. You have to deal with this. I mean, that's actually kind of impressive in a way. Like, you usually don't really see the heroes dealing much with the consequences of certain actions in stories. And when they do, it's usually only like, just dealing with like a new threat, so without really dealing much with how that threat came about. But no, that's actually really interesting this season, and I really appreciate that. But man, oh boy, I have no idea what's gonna happen in season 4. I mean, I have an idea of like the general main storyline, but all the other stuff that happened in the season finale that's definitely gonna carry over into season 4. Can't wait. So I'm going to have a second video that's a little bit related to this new season of Chilling Adventures. But it's going to be up probably a little bit tomorrow. And it's not really more... I'll explain more in the next video. That's all I really have to say right now. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and see you guys next time.